Hey everyone, Tyler Wilde here at PAX East. I'm here with Jacob, and I just played a little bit of 7, which is this really cool isometric style sort of RPG with these multi-layered cities and environments, and it's really, really beautiful. Can you talk a bit about the world and how we got to where we are and what the story behind it is?
Right. So the world is a beyond post-apocalyptic era. So apocalypse was there. They destroyed a really advanced civilization, but it was like 1,000 years ago, and people got backtracked to the Middle Ages. And in this world, a man named Drogon found value in actually exploring the feared and forgotten artifacts and the lost cities. He thought it was stupid that no one's trying to find out what went wrong. So he started digging up, and things that he learned and things that he found granted him almost demigod powers. So he used those powers to conquer a few nations and created this evil empire called Vetrol that actually is trying to dig up all this stuff that the ancients built and learn from it and use their technology to dominate the whole modern world, basically. And in our game, you take on the role of a master thief called Teriel, and Teriel is just picking up a job, basically, like every thief does. There's a thing that needs liberating, and he needs to steal it. So what he doesn't know is that his employees will actually send him to a prison island under the control of the Vetrol Empire. That was the first hook, and the second was that he's gonna get possessed by a demon calling itself Artanak, the little blue genie here. And the Artanak is supposed to follow you around and accompany you on the way to make sure that you have all the intel that you need in order to do your mission.
What really struck me is just how free it is, right? You go into the game and suddenly you're just walking around and you need a visa to go other places, but you could steal one, or you could just break out or sneak out, or you could kill an NPC. Can you talk about that freedom and how we'll progress through the game doing quests or not?
Well, we're trying to make a game where the player is free to do whatever he wants. Of course, there will be some restrictions and some rules, but what we really want to do is give you the freedom of playstyle, like of choosing your own playstyle. If you want to sneak a lot, then do that, that's fine. If you want to come in swinging or shooting into every single settlement, then that's fine as well, but be aware that if you kill enough people, they will send bounty hunters after you. And if you kill enough of those bounty hunters, the Vetrol will take notice and they will send Technomagi after you. So it's going to progress to be harder and harder to be left alone in the island, you know. We've got the visa system in place in the island, so you have to have different permissions to travel to different lands, but it goes only as long as you're passing through the gates that check those visas or you encounter patrols.
Yeah, the sneaking seemed interesting to me because it's not like you go in the shadow and turn invisible, right? You go into the bush and you're literally in the bush. Like, how does that vision work? Like, if I see myself obscured by a bush, is that just literally how it translates in the game?
Yep, exactly like that. The senses of the guards or NPCs or whatever are working with obstacles. So a bush is like one of those. We have a couple of the different ones as well. You can just hide behind the desk when the guard is passing by as well, and he won't really see you, you know. So, or you can hang from the metal beam above his head. So, it's really not about using this special sneak mode. It's about using your skills to be unnoticed, to be left unnoticed.
So I know it's in a pre-alpha state. It looks really beautiful and big, but it's obviously pretty ambitious. How do you feel about your timeline for getting it toward release?
Well, it's still a little bit too early to say. As you said, we are in pre-alpha, and to be honest, like the release date will be probably decided after we finish alpha and see how much things we have to polish.
So sometime in the future.
Yeah, sometimes in the future when it's done.
All right. Thanks so much for talking to us. I appreciate it.